Hello, today I'm going to mention some tips for material abundance. What I mean by material abundance? An abundance of products, items, services, and money. But the most important thing is here to realize that for some people, the material abundance is destined, and for others it's not. And also, for some people, the material abundance is potential, and for others it's not. In other words, to be abundant, for example, to win the jackpot, you can put a lot of effort into it and still don't get the jackpot. You are supposed to live, let's say, a life of poverty, and you give a lot of effort into material abundance, and you won't win the jackpot. So this is the first thing to be clear. Now I'm going to read some things, some tips. As first and the most important, I recommend that you accept and respect the following: money, casinos, and lotteries, even though there is no future in the monetary system. In fact, we are moving slowly away from the monetary system. The natural economy, the non-monetary system, is going to arise, but nevertheless, it may be destined for you material abundance in the form of money. So, if you want to experience this abundance, still this. The purpose is the process, life, not the goal. In other words, it may be destined for you the material abundance, but you can be restless during the path because you are aligned, poor aligned. Or you can be well aligned through your entire life and live in poor conditions without any form of abundance. So the most important thing is the state of being, because there are rich, wealthy people who were raised in poor families and they didn't believe in a richer life, but nevertheless destiny wanted to become them richer and rich. So they were for most of their life poorly aligned with stress, fears, and resistances, negative thoughts and emotions. So what counts is our state of being. With these points, I want to help you, especially on this process, but not the goal. The goal is what you have, what your higher self, your soul has chosen before this embodiment. So, as first and the most important, I recommend you to accept and respect the following: money, casinos, and lotteries, even though there is no future in the monetary system. Further, the second point: respect valuable houses, villas, apartments, valuable cars, yachts, motorbikes, quality clothing and shoes, even though you don't necessarily need all of the listed. So, you don't need all of the listed. Maybe you will experience just some form of abundance, let's say in the form of valuable cars. But pay attention, because when you're going on a walk, you see many valuable things, and now, because you're of poor alignment, you have this inner resistance here toward these valuable cars, villas, and people. And this is not a good alignment. You will strive on your path toward abundance, or you won't manifest the potential abundance. So, and the third point: respect the people who have invested the effort into the making of the listed, as well as the people who are the owners of the listed, even though you are not necessarily socializing with them. So, respect the people who have invested the effort into the making of the listed: money, casinos, lotteries, valuable houses, villas, apartments, cars, and so on, and who are the owners of the listed. In other words, again, when you go through the street, when you go through life, you have inner resistance to the richer ones, and this is not a goal alignment. So you have to reprogram. Check the lecture Our Alignment, how to reprogram. So these were the three most important steps. But now I'm going to mention some steps that are more relating to money, lotteries, playing games on chance. or games on chance, how they say. So next they follow some tips on how to align on the monetary abundance, especially in playing lotteries and other similar games of chance. First point, we imagine the lottery as donations of people who have played for our winning prize. Yes, because if you hate people who other people who are playing, this is not a good alignment. Because the people who are playing, other people, and so if you win the jackpot, those people practically have given you the money. It's a flow of money. The second point, we imagine that it is the winning prize intended precisely for us. In fact, as long as it is our money transformed into helpful matter or service, then we are the first in line for the winning. You say it's my destiny. In other words, have envisioned that the money is going to transform into useful services and products that will be helpful for the majority of population. So a pretty selfless, let's say, selfless richer life. Further, the third point, we imagine our name written precisely on the winning lottery ticket or next to the winning prize. Here we're talking about good alignment, like that we already that we have already won. We imagine that it is the desired winning already paid on our bank account too. We feel like we have already hit the desired winning, but not in order to win the prize, but because it is the reflection of ourself, of our hollow self in this physical world, because it is the reflection of what we are becoming. Because realize that the one who has won the jackpot has a different vibration than you, who, let's say, live a life of poverty. So you have to simulate that state of being of the wealthy people, and this is going to influence the conditions coming. Therefore, we cultivate good beliefs and definitions, good thoughts and emotions, but especially good beliefs and definitions. We feel the excitement and inspiration during playing. In this way, we will experience goosebumps or chills, a smile on our face, as well as some tears. Tears, like I said, are the reflection of cleaning some unconscious clutter. This is a resistance. This is a consequence of poor beliefs and definitions. Next point, we are reminding ourselves that we are manifesting abundance by our own best abilities, because if we are condemning ourselves, then we are not allowing the best. So if you are playing and don't hit anything, then you are often condemning yourself, and this is not good. This is a poor alignment. Don't condemn yourself. And the last point, we trust into the helpers from the beyond, into the angels, our guides, into the source that is, and that it will be always taken care for us, because good intentions are always serving humanity. Like I said, if the financial abundance is going to transform into a helpful services and products, this is helpful for the majority population. This is a very good intention. And now, in playing such games like lotteries, realize yet the following here, more specifically about playing such games. How is this mechanics working from the higher perspective? Not how the and the number, not how the numbers of are drawn, but why are certain numbers coming out? In playing such games, realize yet the following. When you're choosing between playing your own numbers or let to computer choosing them, realize that this doesn't affect your potential winning, because the numbers of a draw are never predetermined. This means that the numbers of a draw are never destined, because they are located in the multiple potential futures. In fact, there exist multiple parallel worlds with multiple combinations, and you just tune to the winning combination. This also means that chance or luck doesn't exist, so that we are no longer talking about the guess and chance. Yes, it doesn't matter if the lottery is corrupted, if the numbers are corrupted. I mean, if the jackpot is not paid to someone. It doesn't matter. If you're good online, automatically you will choose the lottery that is genuine, that is authentic, that is really paying the winning price. Also, like I said, the numbers are not destined. It may be destined to you, the material abundance, the jackpot, but not the numbers. So choose the numbers that are that you feel best. In any case, it applies that certain winnings are destined for certain people, while for the rest are just in the potential futures. But I repeat, the numbers themselves are never destined, which also means that it falls off all the statistics of or the calculating of the most played numbers or combinations. In other words, you are the one who determines whether your numbers are going to be drawn. Consequently, is this also meaning that you can win the jackpot by playing the extraordinary combination of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 if are the numbers from 1 to 50 and you have to play 7 numbers? Well, yes, in theory you can win with such a combination, but such a combination can come out. But there is practically no man today who can align on such a winning combination. Thus, always choose and play such combinations at which you feel excitement, inspiration, this signpost of the higher self. The numbers that are drawn out of the winning jackpot is the reflection of the alignment of the one who wins the jackpot. Like I said, the jackpot can be destined, especially the higher sums of money, like the jackpot, are most often destined, while the lower the lower amounts are mostly potential. Okay, further, still some points. This is based what I'm telling about my experiences, what I have experienced, what I have channeled from my dreams, because I also uh, dreamed about some dreams and I hit something, but not much. Mostly, this was to showing you how things are working and to detach from also from materiality, from the monetary system, and at the same time we can have all of this. This is the best alignment, to be at the same time detached from the material world as much as possible, detached from material world and money, and at the same time you can have all of this, so that your state of being is the best possible. Mhm. Further, while playing, you don't need to play a lot of combinations or to buy a lot of scratch tickets, because it is enough to play one combination or one scratch ticket, but always when your inspiration excitement says play. In other words, you are the one who is believing in how many combinations of scratch cards you need. Still, in other words, the more combinations you play, or the more scratch cards you buy, the less you are believing in your winning, the less you are believing in the law of alignment and this law of attraction, the less you are believing in yourself, and the less you're believing in the source which is always supporting you, source of God which is always supporting you. Of course, why are you playing many combinations? Why are you buying many scratch tickets? Because you are believing in lack of abundance. That you have the definition, you have the belief. I must play a lot of combinations because the more I play combinations, the more potentials I have for the winning. But this is not a fact. This is just a belief. Because many people who have won the jackpot played like one time, two or three times, sometimes more. Uh, well, some people have won the jackpot only by playing once. Further, while playing, it is advisable not to follow the draw results in real time, if possible, but rather to check them in delay. For example, in 2 weeks after the draw. Why? Because it is almost inevitable that you won't hit a big winning in the first time, in the second time, and then in the third time, too. In fact, each loss is generating strong inner resistance toward playing, as if you would instead look all the results just once every 2 weeks. course you feel bad if you don't win. But in the time, if you check the results in delay, in this time, you have the faith, you have the belief that you have won. And this is a good alignment, this is a good, state of being. And this is what counts. And the last point, while playing, if you're asking, for example, a soothsayer for your potential winning, realize that the soothsayer can change your alignment. So instead, rather let yourself to free playing without asking the soothsayer. Or in other words, the soothsayer, what he says, for example, that you won't win, then your alignment is poor, it is wobbling, and then you have less possibility for a potential winning. And even if and you can still win the jackpot if it is destined for you, but on the path of life you're going to be restless, and this is not a good alignment. Of course, also vice versa, the soothsayer can say to you, it predict to you that you you're going to win, that you will win, and this is rising your alignment. I mean, it is making your alignment stable on abundance. And even if you and even if the the, the thing is not real, it can be that you don't have this jackpot winning in your destiny program and even in your potentials. But nevertheless, in in this period of life, you are of a better alignment. You are of a good mood, state of being, and this is what counts. So I mentioned all of this especially to be of a better state of being, in a better mood, to quicken your manifestations, um, and to have an easier life. Okay, this is all for today. So, yes, basically this is all. Okay, have a nice day. Bye bye.